Hey guys, my name's Yura, and I'm really grateful for my first 300 subscribers on YouTube. And as a token of appreciation, I want to share my sketchbooks and some sketches I did a long time ago. So don't get upset when something is not the way you want it to be. It's a process. Keep learning, keep grinding, as they say, and you'll be able to draw and paint at least like I can. But it is a process and it has a beginning. So for those who always wanted to start drawing, this is the way I did it, and it is not that hard. You just have to be consistent. Start drawing, keep drawing, and try to love the process. So without further ado, let's see. Alright, so I used to do a lot of these sketches, by the way, these papers, these pages, they're just a few from many hundreds that I threw away. But these, I don't know why I left these. I think I left this one because of this character here. Really liked how it turned out. But what I wanted to show you was the actual process. So my previous sketchbooks, like watercolor sketchbook and pencil sketchbook, those have their own goals, and I wanted to have sketchbooks where I would have completed pieces of work, sometimes really serious and commission-like, sometimes not that serious, but also just more serious than these little doodles and simple practice. I used to do a lot of practice on this kind of big pieces of paper, large pieces. I used to work at a restaurant. We have these menu pages that I would use to doodle and practice things like lines and hatching and simple forms. So yeah, I wanted to have those sketchbooks so I could sort of have some references and judge my progress. That's why I wanted to have sketchbooks with full-scale nice paintings and drawings, and the rest I would do on separate pieces of paper and some other sketchbooks, and I didn't even keep them. So yeah, always have some goal in mind. That's one piece of advice that I would give to beginners. And things like this, simple form. Of course you have to draw something that you just like, simply like, but you also have to spend some time on things you don't like simple forms, hatching, cross hatching, boring stuff, but it makes you better. And even these kind of things, circles, drawing circles, just getting used to the motion of your hand. I like these ones. This is my foot. Not sure if you can see it. Some still lifes, ever-present green tea. There you go. I have to do it like this, right? Drawing while watching movies. So this is from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I believe. This is a later sketch. I did it at the entrance to a store for like 5-10 minutes or so. But again, simple form, simple portrait, looking down. I think I tried to catch the looking down eyes. Some botanical studies. some more portraits. I was always fascinated by portraiture, so this is what I like, and I tried from the very beginning. There's a caricature on a Sylvester Stallone mixed with Frankenstein monster. Another try at my teapot. I watch a lot of basketball. I'm a big fan of basketball, so sometimes I draw basketball players. This Andrew Drummond, I believe, also has a caricature. So try a Dali type of portrait. Some on plein air, just sitting on my bed, drawing my room. This one is a little better, a little more understanding of tones and perspective. I was really happy with this. And more human face studies with proportions, etc. This one's a little better. Another portrait. And human figure studies, gestures and so on. I was following Proco on these ones. Some more movies, characters, and this is Anthony Davis, I believe, AD, plays for Lakers now. A try at Venus of Milos, I believe. I really liked this work. Try at landscape. This is in Pattaya, Thailand. Some more faces, flower, and this is a caricature on Steve Kerr. He's a coach of Golden State Warriors now. Things like this too, simple stuff. Rose and a horse. And just sort of form study of a tree, another teapot. There's a human body here. Some simple studies, simple portraits, trying to cross-hatch. Some more human figures, gestural studies, some faces with different level of success, more proportional studies. They're all a bit off, as you see, right? A sketch at a bar, and nose study structure following Proco. Remember this one and this one too. That's Proco's nose. I mean, from his lessons. A landscape from imagination, not successful. Some more human figure studies. Now this is StarCraft 2. A try at Zergling. Beans. You know beans, right? You have to practice this to be able to draw human body in different positions. And I was really happy to understand that where the beans sort of bend together, you'll always have this sort of fold in skin at the side of your belly. It's a really nice thing to know when you're drawing. Landmarks. Some more human figure studies. And that's it for this sketchbook. Some more serious stuff, as if. A self-portrait with pencil, a portrait of Nietzsche. I love philosophy, so you know, we draw and paint what we love. I think that's the right way to do it. Otherwise you're gonna be bored and you're gonna hate the process. But the main point of learning is of course to learn, but the best way to learn is you have to start loving the process of learning. A caricature, anyone can guess? 1, 2, 3, this Blake Griffin, a basketball player. This is a try at Spinoza, another philosopher. I really loved how I spent time doing this. Just simply relaxing at my window, just drawing like on my knee. This is I don't know how to call it. It's not a copy. It's just a try at the same subject while looking at Thomas Schaller's landscape painting. This is the same thing with Monet. I believe this painting is called Siena in Winter, the river. Some abstract things. I think it's a sink and pipe coming out the wall. And this is a ring of smoke. What looks like, I don't know, a face, emoji. Some abstract portrait with sea theme, some fishes and octopi. I tried anime portrait. Some more portraits. Some more studies like this. I loved doing this, just drawing my leg or legs and feet while sitting and looking at them. And I used to do a lot of these kind of studies. Some serious studies of human anatomy. I still don't know it well, but it's always good to refresh things and try to learn from different perspectives. Like you see the proportions, the side view, the muscles, and you draw the same subject again and again, and you're going to be able to just draw it from memory. Try to turn it in your mind and put it on paper. Of course, I followed this from someone on YouTube. I really loved how it turned out. And this one was something I really loved as a result. All these I did probably 9-8 years ago. And this one still sticks out, stands out. Yeah, really nice contrast here and nice form. You see, this is another advice I give to beginners, is don't be afraid of large paper sizes. It's just so much easier to draw detail on a large piece of paper, and then it looks a lot better on a smaller size of your phone screen. So 2 birds with 1 stone. A portrait of a Thai lady. I think it came out nicely, but again, as a criticism to all the beginners, you can see that there's no understanding of things like line, tonal values, things like that. Just not, I can see it was done with a hand that was not sure what it's doing. Charcoal portrait, charcoal skull study, wrong proportions, but hey, this is why it's study. First try, I believe, at oil pastels. I think this was a sunset somewhere at sea between Los Angeles and Hawaii. I used to work on cruise ships. I have a lot of photos from those contracts of mine. I still use them for reference. Or maybe this one was the first color drawing. Nice apple, by the way. This was a self-portrait I did when I heard the news that Keith from Prodigy passed away. I love Prodigy. Their music was a big part of my life, and I thought I'd express my feelings in this way. And it's kind of personal in a couple of ways, because this is the way I feel when I have my headache episodes, which I've been having for many years. I used to have some long hours of headaches in my life, but hey, painting and drawing makes life better. Human figure study. I tried soft pastels. Really like this one. And I think the last one for today, Bruce Lee with charcoal pencil. And the rest, what's underneath here, it's a lot of works here, guys. I'm gonna share with you everything underneath when I reach 400 subscribers. So again, thanks a lot for the support. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it too. And this is why you are amazing. Have fun.